Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to WolfQuest, The Lost Brother, with Teau and his new mate, Sundance. We are still in Amethyst Mountain currently because Sundance wanted to take some time to show him some things that he might have been missing from his training with Sarah. You have to remember, Seraph was very old, and a lot of her training was focused around the goddesses that she was taught as a young pup from the old ways of how the wolves used to be before man. Also, they refer to man as the mundane, or humans as the mundane. Sundance dancing in the background. Before the mundane, or humans, took over, these were the old ways that the wolves used to follow, and they believed in not having rival packs but being of one body and one mind. Even if they were physically separated, they were still all one pack, and those were the focus of his teachings, more so than the hunting, mainly because Seraph was so old. So Sundance, since she's 4, she took the time to teach Teau some things he was missing as far as being a good hunter is concerned. I think she has really taken a liking to his brooding. I haven't determined story-wise why that is yet, and I'm definitely open to any ideas y'all have of why she's like, I like this, and I think that this guy has something more than that broody attitude of his, and she's trying to pull him out because she is the sunlight for sure. I mean, she literally shows it in her coat, how bright she is. Look at her. I definitely think Teau loves her. He probably shows it in a different way than maybe Aspen and Mikhail had shown love. He's still very broody. I think he comes across really shy, which may be a little put offish in some ways, but she does not seem to mind at all and adores him through and through. And then I'm recording this on the same day that I actually released Teau's episode, so I'm sure many of you will have comments after I have already recorded this, but one of the comments I saw asked if Teau would have bouts of anger and frustration, and I think absolutely. I think some things may trigger him to have bouts of anger or frustration, and he may even lash out at whether it's predators or I don't want to make him lash out at, we're at the border. Okay, we don't want to do that. I don't want to make him lash out at Sundance or his pups because I don't want to, even for story purposes, I don't want to promote toxic behavior just because of some things I've been through in my life. But I do think that he would maybe go out and take his anger out on other wolves or other predators, or just simply distance himself. But I think that because of Teau's abandonment issues, he will not abandon his pups for too long. I think some of that hatred that burns inside of his heart, that anger that has tainted his soul just a little bit, may pull him away, but he fights it and wants to go back because he doesn't want his pups to feel the way he did, if that makes sense. He'll probably have a lot of internal battles and crises in his mind of, oh, I need to go back to my pups, but I'm frustrated that hunt didn't work out. I'm angry that those wolves didn't listen to me. Things like that will frustrate him and make him angry and lash out. But I don't want him to lash out at his family. I still think that even with all of that fire burning inside of him, even though he lashed out at Seraph, in that scene, he still pulled back after that. If you remember, if you need to watch it again, I highly encourage it. He pulled back after that and said, I'm doing this for both of us. Because even though he's mad and he fights that anger all the time, there's still that pull to the ones that he loves. He is a protector and a lover through and through. He's just fighting that darkness. He's fighting that hatred and that anger. Okay. I actually think that we are ready to go to Slough Creek. I would love to see some puppies today if possible, but I also had a fun idea where we might run around and explore the map a little bit right after you say I'm ready to choose a den and it starts to turn into early spring and the snow starts to melt. I've never really gotten to play during that period of time in the map because I'm always racing to the den to have the puppies. And I'm not trying to hold puppies off. We will have puppies in this episode, but I do think it would be fun to run around and enjoy the map when it's in that stage. I hope y'all agree. We are here in Slough Creek and Sundance looks pregnant. This is really great. I'm so excited. Teau is going to be a dad, and I'm interested to see what kind of dad he will be. I think he will be the physically protective father, but not an emotional father, if that makes sense. I don't know if he'll ever have the emotional connection that he should. Maybe later, in later litters, he'll learn to have that emotional connection. But I think in the beginning, because of his abandonment feelings, he does have a resistance to getting too close to anything. And again, I think Sundance senses that, and so she tries to pull him out of it because she really cares about him. And I'm sure Teau has told her his story, and so she feels a need to want to change is a bad word, but help him grow. Help him grow. Oh, come here. Are you okay? Are you stuck? Oh, Sundance. There she is. There she is. But yes, I could see him being an emotionally distant father, but he will be a very protective father for sure. They look so happy together, you guys. If anything happens to this family, I am actually going to sob. Oh, it's gonna be real. I have sobbed so much for this game, you guys. Just absolute tears having to hold hubby for this game. But that just means it's such a good game, and you can tell all of the love and effort that has gone into it. I'm actually pretty excited about the update. I thought I would take this time to kind of talk about that, because I'm sure we've all been wondering how it's going to work. But yes, I'm excited about the update for the most part. I actually think that this is a little prequel into how Tower Fall may actually end up working. This is all speculation. I am not a beta tester. I do not have it. I don't have an in with the devs. They don't tell me anything, and even if they did, I wouldn't be giving out this information. But I have a feeling, based on the things that I saw in the video, the update video, that once Tower Fall comes out and some of your pups stay with you, I know some will disperse and some will stay with you, I think that you're going to have to watch not only your health, but you're going to have to watch their health and their injury status as well. So it's going to be a little more than just maintaining you and your mate. If you have 7 pups and 4 out of the 7 decide to stay with you and 3 disperse, it means that you're definitely going to have to watch over their health and their injury status. Again, speculation, but I have a feeling that's what this is. This injury update is a prequel to Tower Fall. Again, speculation, but I think so. I really do. And I cannot wait. I know that they've been working on it, and I think that they've been releasing these little tidbits here and there to set up for Tower Fall, which should come out this year, unless they change the date, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. Okay. That was me just telling you how I felt about it. I am still a little concerned. There are some concerns with it, mainly with rival wolves being as busted as they are as far as their damage output, and the fact that if they can injure you, but you can't injure them, because the devs did state that you cannot inflict injuries on prey. Now, wolves are not necessarily prey. It's possible they'll make it to where rival wolves can't injure you, that you can only be injured by prey. So hopefully they do that, because otherwise rival wolves are going to be insanely broken. So that is my big concern. I feel like rival wolves are already a little overpowered, that they kind of overcompensated them for their AI, which again, I think their AI isn't even that bad. I get that as a player we're supposed to be smarter, but at the same time, we are playing to have fun. It is not supposed to be too challenging. I love the idea of this being realistic, but rival wolves being able to do twice as much damage is not. So hopefully that gets fixed or adjusted before the injury update comes out. Okay, now that I am done doing my talk about the new update video, I will cut the rest of this out and hopefully meet you guys back when it is almost spring. I almost forgot something very critical. So, according to Teau's goal, he is supposed to take over about 75%-ish of one of the rival packs in the area. And I'm supposed to roll for that. So I got myself a tiny little D4, and we're going to use it to determine which pack it is. So, that's not what I wanted. Here we go. Okay, so we'll say that Prospect Peak is 1, Junction Butte is 2, Crevice Lake is 3, and if it lands on 4, I get to choose which one I want to take over. So here we go. You guys are gonna have to trust me because I don't have a second camera. Yeah. 2. So 2 is Junction Butte, which is the cyan colored hexagons. So he needs to take over 75% of the Junction Butte area. So I'm gonna do a quick count of how many there are, and that's how much, and I'll divide it by 4 and then multiply it by 3. And that's how much we're supposed to do. Okay, so they have 25 hexagons, which I rounded down just to be nice on myself to 24. And so the math for that is that I need to take over 18 hexes of their territory at some point. And if they take it back, just like kind of the same as what we talked about with the other wolves and their goals, it's not that it doesn't count anymore. It still counts. Like, he still did it. Obviously, we want to try and keep it as close to 75% as possible for the entire game, because that's really the big goal. But we will try and take over as many hexes as possible. We might even do that right now. It could take a little longer, but it's worth it. Also, excuse me. Also, we are going to roll to see the difficulty. I almost forgot about that. This is called the Goddess's Blessing. So 1 is easy, 2 is challenging, 3 and 4 is accurate. So he still has a higher probability of landing on accurate playthrough, but we also have a 25% chance of being on easy, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna roll for that as well. 3. Okay, so we're gonna stay on accurate for this playthrough today. But that's okay, I get to roll for every new episode. So the likelihood that we'll get an easy day is still pretty high. Nice, okay. Oh, those were avalanche wolves. Interesting. Well, it looks like they very quickly made them leave, but we have caused attention to ourselves. It is entirely possible Prospect Peak is on their way to stop us from taking their territory. Hopefully not. Did I say Prospect Peak? I'm in Junction Butte. I always get confused with the two because I really only care about Crevice Lake. So that's the only pack I can actually remember. We are finally at the point where we can name the pack. And so Teau is going to take on the name of Seraph's pack, and that is the Ovarian pack, which was the name of the first pack. So that is why he is taking that on. So we have reached the point where we can choose a den, and even though they are both quite exhausted, I'm gonna let Teau run around and discover some more dens. I kind of feel like he might be a little picky and want to make sure that the den that they choose is going to protect his pups the most. So he's gonna be picky, and we're gonna run around and try and discover some other dens. All right, y'all. I ran around a little bit and got like 1 or 2 more dens, but I really couldn't wait anymore. Forgive me. I was like, I want to see how many puppies they have right now. I am not going to choose names in this episode, so you will have the comment section of this episode to use as your place of giving me names. But I had to know. I couldn't wait anymore. Okay, let's see. I love to name this Pebble? I like to name this Pebble Den because it looks really small and enclosed, so we're gonna call this Pebble Den. And excuse Kiba, we have a new stray cat that likes to come and hang out, and hubby is with her right now. We have actually named her Nubia because I liked that name. And she's like this golden brown color with like darker brown spots. She's so beautiful. But we do give her food because she's awfully skinny. So we're trying to like get friendly with her and see if we can't at least possibly get her to a vet where she can be fixed and vaccinated, because we both think that she's not fixed. But anyways, random story aside, that's why Kiba's like, what's going on? It's because hubby's outside with Nubia right now. Okay, here we go. So view perks. We are now age 3. So I do not think that Teau will be a fun parent. I do think he would have youthful prowess, and I don't like that his stamina is like that, so we're gonna balance out his stamina and give him some more strength. So he'll bite harder, and then he'll have like just a regular stamina, which is great. Stamina has become so important since recent updates, so I think that's the smart choice. All right, to age 3, let's see how many babies. Oh my gosh, guys. So Mikhail had 5 pups, Aspen had 5 pups, and Teau had 5 pups. And I didn't even use the file of Teau. I just created Teau, but it's so cool that this happened because it just kind of shows that the genes of the brothers are strong, even for our story. You're okay, baby. You cannot play with the kitty. You would terrify her to death. Okay, so it looks like Teau actually had more boys. He has 2 females and he has 3, I almost said 4, 3 males. Let's see what they look like. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Hello? Hello? I wonder how Teau feels about being a new dad. Oh, look, 4M is nuzzling his leg. Oh my gosh, look at 3F. Look at 3M. Look at you. Are you gonna look like your mom? Oh my gosh, look at this just bunch of different coats. I am so impressed with these colors. Here you go, babies. Have some more. Have some more. So 4M is probably going to look like his dad. Look at you. Oh my gosh. 3M is very pale. Probably going to look like his mom. 3F is also really pale. 2F is a beautiful, almost like a dark brown chocolate color. And 2M is gray. That's interesting. Goodness, you guys can eat. Oh, look at Sundance feeding her babies. She's gonna be a great mom. She seems pretty close for the most part. Oh, okay, so what do we smell in the wind? Are we safe for the most part? Looks like it. Oh boy. Come back now. No runners just to start with. We're just now getting to know you. We're just now getting to know you. Okay, let's do pup cam real quick. Okay, so we are on 2F right now. So yes, look at that chocolatey coat with the gray paws. Look at that. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful baby. What a beautiful baby. You're a beautiful baby. Yes, you are. You're the most beautiful baby. I'm really impressed by 2M. 2M has a really blue looking coat. So that's going to be interesting to see 2M grow up. May have one of those blue coats that are so, so pretty. Okay, and then we have 3F, who is our pale girl, who's sitting, staring into the distance. Oh, she likes to run. Now she's stalking her sister. Are they going to play? Oh my gosh, look. Look, they're about to play. They're going to do it. They're gonna do it. Oh no. 2F ran away. And now they're howling. Oh. And here's 3M. 3M, look at your coat. You almost look white. Look at you. What a cutie. Aww. 3M, you're adorable. You kind of look like Butter. Any of y'all that watch the live streams of my Ultra Iron Wolf know who Butter is. And there's 4M, which is a really, really dark gray. Really, really dark gray. Definitely think that he's gonna look like his dad for sure. Wow. So Teau is a dad. He is definitely going to be a protective dad. Do I think he's going to play a whole lot? Probably not. A lot of his teachings are going to be about how to be confident, howling, teaching about the goddesses and the old ways to his pups so that when they grow up one day, they can go on to teach the things that Seraph had taught Teau. And in that way, Seraph lives on. And I think Teau feels like he owes her that. Okay, I heard a howl, which made me a little nervous, so Teo's gonna tell them to go inside. Because Sundance is just howling in Teo's face right now. Okay. Now, I think that we should definitely have enough time to possibly do a hunt before we end the episode. I have to say I love being over here on this side of the map because it truly allows you to see everything. So even if the scents are not giving prey away, I just had to run out here and just do a scan and I was like, well, there's the elk herd. So Teau called Sundance to him and now he's gonna go scope out this herd while he waits for her. He sees that female laying down. Oh. Okay, so they've already started to run. Hopefully Sundance will catch up pretty soon. Running into the water is not advised. But I think we're going to pin ourselves on this one. Whoop! Oh, oh. Okay, well I dodged her second hit. This was a good call. Okay. Oh yes, this was very, very good. Ooh! Ouch, ouch. I didn't dodge that one as well though. This is me not hunting very smart, so apologies. Got her. Oh, good. Got her before she went into the water, and Sundance has come to help us finish the job. Wow, she ran in at the perfect time. That was a pretty good catch. I made a few hunting mistakes, but you know what? I think what's cool about those hunting mistakes is for story purposes, Teau was by himself, and he's still kind of learning some other tips and tricks from things that both Seraph and Sundance have taught him. He's still young and a little bit rash, and it shows in some of his hunting. And so yeah, I kind of like using my mistakes in gameplay as a way to tell a story. Oh, and Sundance just remind me to howl to mark our spot. There we go. All right, y'all. I think that's a great place to end the episode with our two beautiful lovers. After a fresh kill, they just had their pups, their newborns. Oh, I'm so happy for them. And if you liked this episode, make sure you give the like button a tickle and a poke, subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle the bell to get notifications of when I post The Lost Brother. Don't forget to go ahead and join Discord so you can chat with me in the community every day, and follow me on Twitch. I do a lot of WolfQuest on Twitch. I'd love to be a more variety streamer, but WolfQuest is what everyone wants to see, and I love playing it, so as it happens, we do play it a lot. Alright guys, I love you, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week for more of The Lost Brother. Bye!